Peace and love, everybody. This is Young Nas from iGotOptions LLC, and in this video, I want to talk about what the 20/50 200 combo is. All right, so this is a phrase, a fancy phrase that stands for the 20-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and the 200-day moving average, all on one chart. All right, so what you see in front of you is just that. You see three lines: a red line, a green line, and a blue line. This red line right here is our 20-day moving average. All right, so we see how it's super close to these candlesticks. Right? It's almost replicating how the stock price is moving. And that's because, for those that don't know, moving averages calculate the average price of a stock, right, over a certain period of time. So 20-day moving average calculates that over 20 days. The 50-day moving average, which is this green line, calculates the average price of the stock over the past 50 days. And this blue line right here calculates the average price of this stock over the past 200 days. All right, so that's the logic and rationale as to how these indicators move. All right, now the reason this combination of indicators exists is because these are some of the most commonly used indicators that traders and investors use when it comes to technical analysis. All right, now you might be wondering, how would they use these indicators to their advantage? How do you use them? And it's like support and resistance. So if I scroll back on my chart, you'll notice that the stock price bounces off of these lines, right, off of these moving averages. All right, so we've seen the stock bounce off of these moving averages once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, let me scroll over, 6, 7, 8, and we've seen it break below. Now this is important because just as these lines were acting as support levels, they can also act as resistance levels. So we see here, it broke below this 20-day moving average, tried breaking above it again, and it got rejected, and it pushed down lower, all right? So traders pick up on these patterns over and over again, all right? So if you didn't have these moving averages on your charts, it could be difficult trying to understand why these stocks are moving the way that they are. Because let's say you're just doing support and resistance. Let's say you see resistance here. All right, so this stock bounced off of this resistance level. Makes sense. And then at this point, you could have thought this was a support level, right? How it was bouncing up. However, it was actually going to end up going back down because it was bouncing off of that 20-day moving average. All right, so this is what the 20/50 200 combo is.